What's going on, Nerd Squad, and welcome back. The new Wonder Woman, Yara Flor, makes her first comic book debut next month in Dark Knight's Death Metal issue 7 as part of DC's Future State lineup. Among them is the new Batman, Tim Fox, Kid Quick as the new Flash, but who is this new Brazilian Wonder Woman? What do we know about Yara Flor? Well, here to help you out with that, I'm Taylor McWatters, and here are the top 10 new Wonder Woman Yara Flor facts. Let's dive in. Number 10, she's coming to the CW. Marking the first Latina superhero title character of a DC series, Yara Flor is coming to the CW as a TV series. So it was announced back in November 2020 that producer Greg Berlanti will be behind the project, with Queen of the South producer and co-showrunner Dalen Rodriguez writing the pilot. Berlanti produced The Flash and Arrow and also brought us DC's first Black-led series, Black Lightning, and first LGBTQ superhero, Batwoman. So the introduction of Yara Flor into the CW is something we're truly looking forward to. No casting announcements have been made yet, but we're expecting something within the next couple of months as the comic begins to grow and grow. Who would you cast as the new Wonder Woman? Let us know your thoughts down below because we love reading those as well. And before we move on to number 9, if you guys could go ahead and toss this video a thumbs up, that would help us out so much here at the studio. Thank you so much, you guys are the best. Now back to more Yara Flor. Number 9, Joelle Jones. With a new character comes a new origin story. So who is behind Yara Flor? Who is the writer to bring her to life? Joelle Jones. The first issue, titled Hell to Pay, was written by Joelle Jones with Jordi Belair on colors. She made her first publication with Madame Zandu Volume 2, Issue 19, back in 2010. And the look of Yara Flor was actually inspired by the Brazilian indigenous model, Suane Moreira. She's an Eisner-nominated artist and began writing and drawing her own series titled Lady Killer, brought to us by Dark Horse. So if you're a fan of the storytelling and design in those pages, Yara Flor is a must-read. She's also no stranger to the DC Comics world either, providing art for numerous titles like Adventures of Superman, Batman 66, Superman American Alien, and Supergirl being super. Number 8, more Wonder Woman. On January 5th, Future State Wonder Woman began. Now, of course, being part of DC's Future State event that runs through February. But we also get to see an older version of Diana Prince as well at the end of her time. And this begins with Future State Immortal Wonder Woman. We will also see Yara cross paths with Superman and other Future State big hitters. So if you're a casual reader, this is the perfect time to brush up on a little bit of Wonder Woman's history and follow along as she makes new allies, enemies, and shapes history along the way. Number 7, where does it take place? The CW's upcoming Wonder Girl show has been rumored to be attached to DC's Titans. Now, this is unlikely to be true. See, following Crisis on Infinite Earths event, we saw every DC TV series smashed together and it was glorious. And now, the Titans story has gone back and returned to its own Earth 9. So it's likely the Wonder Girl series will be set in its own parallel world, similar to what Stargirl is doing. Or it will take place in the Arrowverse beside the main CW lineup. Who knows? What are your thoughts? Number 6, Jerry? We all love a trusty sidekick, and when it comes to winged horses, well, you better be talking about Jerry. Her transportation method is a pretty cute one. See, when Yara first cries out for the noble steed, he is nowhere to be seen. She yells his name in the middle of taking down a massive Hydra. "Where is that stupid animal?" she says. And it turns out Jerry is elsewhere. He's just drinking some water, hanging out, enjoying the breeze, just being Jerry, you know? And then leaving it until last minute, he finally arrives to carry Yara to safety. Or rather, to carry Yara even closer to the Hydra to get a better hit, you know, to take it down. So Jerry has some words of advice, but that's up to you to put it together. Yara can understand him, and all the readers get is we or re. You know, classic horse talk. Number 5, Kaipora. Making her first appearance as well in the first issue, we meet the tour guide to the dark side. She lives in the Amazon rainforest in Brazil and ends up beside Yara on her quest to the underworld. She can make animals do whatever she asks. The only catch is that they have to be animals from our physical world. She also has chlorokinesis, meaning that she can turn the jungle all around, making people get lost, which Yara specifically mentions a time where she did exactly that to her, which sounds like an absolute nightmare. Maybe that's the reason why I wasted all that time in Ocarina of Time as a kid. Left, right? Damn it. What makes her helpful right out of the gate is her dimensional travel ability, with Yara set on rescuing her sister from the grasps of Hades. I mean, you have to get past the bouncer first, and to cap it off, she's also immortal. So she's basically the best tour guide slash sidekick you can have. Number 4, she doesn't take no for an answer. Okay, so in the first few pages of Future State Wonder Woman, we see Yara Flor battling it out with a Hydra, like the one I just mentioned. She begins cutting the horn off after she takes it down, and then when Kaipora, the forest guardian spirit, the friend who I just mentioned, shows up and warns her not to do that, and how she won't allow poaching. But Yara insists that she takes the horn of the beast and plans to drive it into the heart of Hades, twisting until it oozes with thick black blood, and then bring back her sister herself. Okay, so Kaipora says that she can look past the death of a wayward Hydra, but taking its horn simply just won't fly. And Yara responds with, "Watch me." Ooh, I literally said ooh out loud when I read that. I was like, here comes trouble, here we go. And then what do you know, she agrees to help her get to the underworld, but first you have to make it there. Meaning you have to go through number 3, she hates airports. I mean, don't we all? I mean, the best feeling is traveling, but like the worst feeling is also traveling, you know? Especially now, I can't imagine how exhausting the whole process is going to be moving forward in this new, cleaner world that we're in. Well, Yara hates airports just as much as the rest of us. While they're checking in with the demon border officer, Yara quickly becomes tired of waiting. There's actually a pretty funny exchange between Kaipora and the demon. She's looking for her membership card, and then after the demon says some gibberish, she responds with, "I know, right? Definitely feels like a Monday." It gives the readers a good laugh, but not Yara. See, this is the turning point where she becomes tired of waiting and small talk, and she just walks through the gate, or at least she attempts to. See, after a few clicks and pushes of the turnstile, she just tears the damn thing clean off. And then she realizes she made a mistake and then gently and hilariously places it on the counter next to the demon officer, who was just giving her that look. Number 2, the underworld. So the best feeling, like I said, is arriving at a brand new place or a brand new airport. You've made it, you're finally there. The smell is different, the pace has changed. You have that excitement mixed with travel anxiety, it's great. Well, Yara Flor experienced this herself upon her first visit to the main transit hub for the underworld, which is described by Kaipora as this limbo realm. The people that die end up there to get sorted out and then sent on their way to whatever afterlife or eternity they envision. It's a pretty depressing place. I mean, it's full of dead people, very Beetlejuice-like, you know? Guys walking around holding their heads. It's crazy. So when it comes time for Yara to advance in this lineup, she quickly realizes she has to pay death. So while Kaipora is giving Yara a hard time for missing her birthday, Yara tries to steal a coin from a dead man in front of her in order to get through. Not a good idea. And number 1, Brazilian politics. I mean, sure, the underworld is always an exciting time, got a lot of drama happening down there, but what's Yara Flor's goal here? What's important to her besides saving her family from the grasp of Hades? Well, she begins her story going after incompetent, hypocritical, corrupt politicians in São Paulo, Brazil. In the Future State Superman Wonder Woman issue 1, it's set in the near future where there's quite a few of these guys zipping back and forth to meetings in their fancy helicopters. So she literally wants to make the skies cleaner. She even gives one of them a hard time, asking about where the money's gone for all the roads. I mean, to be fair, I've always wanted to try one of those Uber helicopters. Maybe I'll do it someplace Yara isn't hanging out, you know? Or else she'll make me write lessons down over and over again like Bart Simpson. Well guys, there you have it. As more information comes available, you bet we'll be breaking down more and more of this new Wonder Woman. Leave us a comment down below about what you're most excited to see with her, and thank you so much for watching. I'm Taylor McWatters, you're you. Keep staying home, keep reading those comics, and wash your hands, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.